Hi, and welcome to the Weather Gurus podcast for this new week, March the 2nd, 2021, the start of the meteorological spring. So, those of you looking for warmer temperatures around the country and the United States, in the anticipation of the cherry blossoms blooming and other festivals, the welcome spring in spite of the pandemic. Warmer temperatures have arrived, and it's going to be a transition month. But as you know, March is a transition month, and it's between the wet season of spring and the warm, wet temperatures and the cooler temperatures up in the north. And right now, the current conditions, we have a backdoor trough, a cold front, up in northern New England from New York all the way up through Maine that's producing snow showers and colder temperatures and some lake effect snow that's going to be lingering through the remainder of this week. And bitter wind chills, 10 below, 20 below, and winds can be expected to be increasing 20 to 30 miles an hour for the remainder of this week in that area. But elsewhere in the country, we have rain showers down south. These southern rain showers will be persistent all the way from Shreveport, Louisiana, Dallas-Fort Worth, all the way across Jackson, Mississippi, Montgomery, Alabama, into the panhandle of Florida, and up into southern Georgia and coastal Carolina, say around Edisto Beach and Charleston and Folly Beach, South Carolina. So what we have here is we have a persistent pattern of moisture that's tapping into the subtropical jet, and that's going to be expected to intensify the next few days. So the South won't get done with the rain until Thursday, but entire towns in Kentucky have been underwater following days of record flooding. You've had record flooding triggered by heavy rainfall in the Ohio Valley, River Valley, and a lot of these rivers are cresting in cities like Bowling Green, Murray, and Hopkinsville, Kentucky. London, Kentucky came in with 6-7 inches of rain. Smiths Grove, Bowling Green, all over 5.5 inches of rain, and Central Kentucky just to the east of Interstate 65. And so these people have had the National Guard come in from the Army and to help rescue people. 13 counties in Kentucky are under a state of emergency, including those Eastern Kentucky and Appalachia, Jackson, Paintsville, Hindman, Kentucky, Boonville, Kentucky, and those along the Daniel Boone Parkway heading toward Liberty and then back toward I-65 and Bowling Green and Murray, Kentucky, back toward Paducah. And these rivers, these swollen rivers that are cresting later on this week, Thursday and Friday. So a state of emergency there for the folks in Kentucky, as a lot of rivers are in a major to moderate flood stage. And there will be travel delays expected there as the Kentucky River is going to crest in the next 2 to 3 days. Also, we have one person lost his life in Georgia after severe storms as EF1 tornado struck Clayton County, Georgia, just to the southwest of Atlanta. It was rated as an EF1 with peak winds of 90 miles an hour, and it was on the ground for about 4 to 5 minutes. Maximum width was 100 yards. No injuries and no fatalities for that one in Clayton, Georgia. However, one person was injured. A man was killed from a falling tree limb due to wind gusts not far away. So it was not related to a tornado, but the wind gusts associated with the tornado caused a falling tree limb to fall on the man. And so that was very sad there. Prayers go out to the family and friends as well. Elsewhere around the world, in the world weather news, Mount Etna erupts again. As you know, Mount Etna is one of the most active volcanoes in the world in Italy. Ash rained down on some of the cities in Zaffarina, Etna, around the base of Etna, in the shadow of Mount Etna, in the villages of Giare, Fornato, and Catania in Sicily, Italy. At the volcano's latest eruption, the ash plume reportedly reached 4 miles into the atmosphere before it rained down on nearby villages, according to the Czech Republic Meteorological Services. Mount Etna, which is an active volcano, it's around 3,000 and 3,300 meters high, and it's still producing fire and ash in the sky even as we speak. So Mount Etna, Sicily, Italy. We pray for those towns. Elsewhere in the world news, 30 inches of snow bury South Korea and Japan. There have been record snowfalls in the South Korea and Japan of snow in northeastern China and the Korean Peninsula Monday and Tuesday. Heavy snow was over the Korean Peninsula, as well as heavy snow fell into eastern North Korea and northeastern South Korea Tuesday morning. We got total a foot of snow had already fell. Japan and Hokkaido, northern Japan and Sapporo, heavy snow dumped again. Of course, they're no stranger to snow as they experience record snowfall every year, but they got up to 24 inches of snow into Hokkaido, just north of where the center of the storm made progress through, as I say, not a hurricane. So there's a lot going on in the world weather. Our current weather for the United States, the contiguous United States, 48. Like I said, we just had those showers in the south and the flooding concerns in Kentucky. And out west, things look beautiful, pleasant in the Four Corners. They're still in drought conditions out there, and out in Seattle, they have rain and snow lingering for the rest of this week. Severe weather season begins later on this month, coming up toward the beginning of later on March and the beginning of April. Please have your kits and severe preparations ready to go, as this could be a very active severe weather season in terms of tornado and hailstorms for the southeast, the Midwest, the upper Midwest, and sometimes even the Northeast. And so just want to throw that announcement out there. We will continue to monitor that here at the Weather Guru and bring you the latest forecasts and world weather news as deemed necessary. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you very soon.